Hello and welcome back to the Otaku Network podcast. My name is Steve.
I'm David.
And we are into week 9 of the 2026 spring anime season. This week on Kirio Fan Club, we get a hell of an episode. It's the end of the semester. It's the end of the school year. It is now spring break. And the two girls are kind of, continuing the tradition of fighting each other for Kirio's affection. And then Nami gets a text from Momose pretty much saying, I'm going to confess my love for you. And then Momose appears out of nowhere. And Aimi's like, oh, I'm going to make myself disappear. And leaves her friend, who doesn't look too pleased by this idea, to handle Momose's love. And then she gets involved in a strange thing where the pet monkey we saw episode 1 apparently has run away from its owner. So Aimi goes, take me to your master. In the course of trying to get the monkey back home, she stumbles upon Nami and Momose's conversation. And like the good friend she is, eavesdrops. And then promptly gets her heart destroyed. Nami turns down Momose, telling him that she is in love with somebody else and that she will refuse to tell Momose who it is, and realizes that she will never be able to tell the person she loves who it is. It's Aimi. There's no way it's not Aimi. Nami is in love with Aimi.
All I'm going to say is I called it.
100%. Then the rest of the episode, once she delivers the monkey to the ingrateful old crazy woman, we get a look into Aimi's past and her existence lacking friendship and companionship up until meeting Nami. And even at a younger age, when the teacher would force classmates of hers to try to be friendly with her, not understanding why she needed to try that hard. Like, she was okay with being alone. And is there anything wrong with her being alone? But now that she has this incredible friendship with Nami, she fears that she's going to lose it to Kirio because she thinks that Nami is deeply in love with Kirio when it's, as David called, it's really Aimi. This was a good episode.
It was a good episode.
Oh.
I was like, called shot. This is actually a Yuri.
Yeah, Best episode of the series so far. Just the depth of emotional content. Yeah, real good. Real good.
I'm super proud of my called shot.
It was good. There was an article on Anime News Network last week where two of the editors were talking about the shows for the season that people aren't paying a lot of attention to and whether they should be or shouldn't be. And one of the ones they talked about and praised it was Kirio Fan Club. They're like, Kirio Fan Club has the unfortunate luck of being picked up by High Dive, so nobody's actually watching it when everybody should be watching it because of how good it is and how it spins this interesting tale of realistic teenage emotions with antics of two kids who have no fucking limits. It was nice to see other people going, this show's cool. It should be watched, but sadly nobody's watching it. We can keep pounding that drum though. But oh my God, yeah, this episode was so good. And then now I'm falling into your camp. I'm really sad that we don't already have the next episode because I want to find out what the hell is going to happen next. Like, intensely. Unfortunately,
I was really upset that the next episode wasn't immediately available.
We're going to have to wait. It's the way it is.
I know.
Theoretically, though, for the next series, we don't have to wait because it did start airing in America a couple weeks before we picked it up. And that's
Rooster Fighter?
Yep.
Danger Cock. This week on Rooster Fighter, we pick up immediately where we left off. KG and Keisuke have challenged the devils and the demons, along with Pyoko, and shit goes sideways. Meanwhile, Elizabeth meets up with her dear old dad, who can speak Chickenese. Before all this happens, they figure out that there's a parasite that's controlling the good demons, and their mission is to now save KG and Keisuke's dad and save all the nice demons, which causes Elizabeth to find a less than lethal way to deal with demons, which her dear old dad, who is a bagajillionaire and a scientist apparently.
Yeah, apparently Elizabeth is Batman if Batman's parents still lived.
Yeah, and her dad, who is a human, can speak chicken, as they called it Chickenese in the show. And she literally gets a pulse pistol from Warhammer 40k. She now has Tau weaponry, for all of you that know what Warhammer 40k is. We get some booty kicking. We find out that the lady is the mom devil to the two male devils, and it's complicated and they don't really dig deep. And then epic fight scene. Bunch of devils fighting. The chickens sort of get the upper hand, especially when Elizabeth shows up, and then they unleash the giant ones of like Morio and Fish Head Man, to which Keiji tries to use his Kokeoke to kill the parasite in Morio. Doesn't work. Pyoko wants to volunteer to go climb into the head of this beast. And
Morio.
The beast version of Morio. She climbs in, she goes on her little adventure. She finds the parasite through climbing through a nasal duct.
It was so gross.
And then she fights the parasite. It fucks her up. She realizes it can't move. She goes and stabs it in the back with a nail a bunch of times, and it pierces her through the chest.
Sucking chest wound.
Sucking chest wound. She falls down, and then symbol appears on her chest, and she gets the
Sharingan.
The Sharingan. Yeah, she gets a Sharingan eye, and the episode ends.
She gets sealed before Yuru does.
Yep.
She has died, and through her death, she is gaining new powers and abilities. Oh my god. It was so ridiculous. Oh, I'll go through that thing that looks like a butthole. That'll probably lead me to where the thing is.
Is it bad? I was like, oh no, Pyoko died.
Like, Pyoko ain't gonna die.
And then I just grabbed my phone and started playing on my phone because I was like, whatever.
We know Pyoko isn't gonna die. They're in the opening credits.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll be fun to see what Pyoko's resurrection form is gonna do. What kind of destruction. I'm sure at some point we'll get explained to why Pyoko is eternally child.
She's gonna have like a halo and
just unleashed ability.
She is Kid Buu.
Rooster Fighter continues to Dragon Ball the shit out of it.
And Naruto. I love this show. It never told us that it wasn't going to be fucking stupid.
Yeah, no, this was a healthy dose of enjoyable stupidity.
It was a very healthy dose of enjoyable.
It was better than last week's episode.
After the crippling depression of Kirio the last 2 weeks, it was fun. It was fun to just chuckle a little bit at this show.
And it returned to being uncomfortable too.
It did.
It hasn't been uncomfortable for a couple of weeks.
And then it went, hey, let's crawl through a nasal duct. And I'm like,
I'm going to wiggle my way into his brain cavity.
Imagine how that would feel.
Oh, nope. I don't want to. I did. I was thinking about it when I watched the show, and I regret that.
Fair. I sneezed like 3 times thinking about it.
Could you imagine once Pyoko was inside of the cranium, that like migraine-inducing trauma?
Yeah. Speaking of something that wasn't unpleasant.
Yeah, let's talk about
shadows. The episode this week finally moved away from the Kagamores.
Yay, we did it.
Sort of.
Yeah. The first 5 minutes anyways, we got away from them.
Yes, the first 5 minutes, we got to finally have the boy who thought he was in 11th century Japan is now introduced to 21st century Japan and has a blast. He is filled in with a millennium's worth of stuff. Like he is put on a bullet train. He's shown just anything that we take for granted nowadays in a modern society. Yuru is blown away by.
He does touristy stuff in Tokyo since they're there.
Yes. And Dera is basically like his guide to the 21st century. And it's very enjoyable, especially seeing him and Wright just like...
Left felt very uncomfortable.
Left was very uncomfortable, but Wright was loving the shit out of it. He's just like, look at all this stuff. And it was very fun, very entertaining. And then they go to Walmart, basically. We're calling it Walmart.
They go to the goods store because,
it has everything. It's Walmart.
Yuru needs
it's Japanese Walmart.
All right, fine.
In Walmart, Yuru goes shopping. He wants arrows. He wants clothes that can hide bloodstains. He buys sneakers. While there, they realize that they're being followed by 3 individuals who are taking turns following them. And then they scare the shit out of the girl that's working at the grocery store because she can see...
That's right.
Because she can see left and right. She has a mental breakdown, tells the boss, I think I need to go on a break because I'm hallucinating, and the boss tells you to get the fuck back to work.
And we learned that...
Dara explains that sleep-deprived normies occasionally can see demons, and probably why she saw left and right.
I love how she was scanning. She's like, 1 item, 2 items.
Yeah, I know, with her eyes just...
3 items.
We flash back to the Kagamores. Papa Kagamori is interrogating two of the mercenaries.
Probably the only 2 survivors from the night before.
No, there are other ones, because he said to interrogate the rest. These are the 2 ones that are willing to talk. They basically break the act of privacy in Japan and read off all of their issues. And Papa Kagamori is basically like, you two will work for me, is like basically slaves. He's very nice to the lady. He's like, we'll pay for your mom's medical debt, and, you know, she just needs to worry about recovering. But the other guy's like, fuck you, you're going to work quadruple time to pay off your gambling debt. We learned that Break doesn't really allow Asa to have demons, but it seems as though it's okay with her having yin and yang. Then we have a red herring where we think Hikaru is the bad guy. No, he's just talking about his fucking manga deadline. I was like,
It could still be a feint. He could be the one that
maybe, but like, I was like, my reaction was literally, plot progression. And they went, I'm talking about my manga. I'm like,
I still think Asuma can't be trusted.
Yeah.
But that's probably intentional. He probably is going to end up being trusted. When they were interrogating the two people, they were talking about how they entered through a gate in the western side of the compound.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, that's impossible. There's no gate. Who would be able to create and destroy things at ease? It would be the guy with the two demons who can essentially create and destroy things with ease.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah.
Red herring, maybe not red herring.
Yeah, I don't know.
I got frustrated. And then
I had to rewatch the scene to make sure I understood what was going on.
Yeah. And then we go to Dara's old house where he's got fucking guns.
Dude had an RPG.
He did have an RPG.
Yeah, they essentially lead their tales into a trap.
Into a trap. The demons of the Dara clan.
The Tadera clan.
The Tadera clan, yes. And yeah, shit hits the wall when there's two demons that are trailing them, which I lovingly call arms and legs.
Reminded me very much of Gluttony's character design.
Yeah, but before we get any fucking answers, they kill the tails. Or they kill one of the tails, knock unconscious the other one's still unconscious. So, oh boy, still no answers, but at least the plot has progressed.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Better than last week. I was really starting to
It brought me back in.
Sad about last week. I'm pretty sure I said this in the second episode. I really like how it handles the fish out of water aspect of Yuru being pretty much raised in feudal Japan setting, and then now suddenly being in the modern world. That part is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I don't like the machinations of the Kagamori clan.
Me neither.
I think it's annoying.
Yeah.
I'm second guessing how much everything is face value, and it annoys me.
Yes.
Not everything has to be hidden. Not everything has to be a feint. And it just feels like everything has to be a feint in the story so far. But hopefully we'll be proven wrong. I don't know. It was better than last week's though, but I'm still not convinced that this is gonna ultimately be worth the time. Sadly. I don't know.
Play it out to the end.
Kirio though. Oh, man, that snapped back into being just
Snap back to reality.
really good. That was such a well-handled introspective into Aimi's past.
I knew from week 1.
That Nami loves Aimi.
It's perfect for Pride Month.
Hell yes.
Happy Pride, Steve.
Happy Pride, David. Rooster Fighter the shit out of things.
Rooster Fighter. Let's go.
And I don't know. I'm sure we'll get an entertaining battle sequence next episode in Demons.
Probably.
Where they fail to defeat the arms and legs because they apparently are these ancient beings that left and right know. We're like, oh, not these assholes.
Yeah, it's like they see him around the coffee thing at work in hell, and they're just like, ugh, these fucking assholes. I feel like if they both had proportionally appropriate bodies, they'd be doing the thing where they're like back to back going, hey. One's got obnoxiously long legs, the other's got obnoxiously long arms. And you know, vice versa.
Yeah.
Stumpy arms, stumpy legs. They're just flesh bags, and I don't like it. When it was crawling out of the water, I was like, no, get back in there. I don't know why, but things like crawling out of wells creepily, like, yuck.
Japan loves doing that. That's the thing.
Yuck.
The dead of the drowned.
Yeah, yuck.
Come to my watery grave.
No, I don't wanna.
All right. We'll see what next week brings. Kirio's got me hyped.
Yours got me hyped too.
I'm pretty sure next week in Rooster Fighter we'll be fighting devils. Devil combat. And we'll see how long this fight between arms and legs takes for left and right. We got anything else?
Not that I can think of.
All right. Well, thanks for listening. Don't forget to check out the Wednesday episodes of the podcast where we are talking about the melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. We're into the final arc before we hit the movie. So buckle up. And don't forget to hit that bell so you get notified when we have special episodes of the podcast dropping. Last week we ran into some technical and scheduling issues. So in desperation, I put together a quick little thing talking about bludgeoning Angel Dokuro-chan. So check that out if you enjoy interesting comedy. All right, thanks again. Check you guys next time.